I wanted to talk about how to decide which college to go to. If you've never seen any of my videos, my name is Emery and I'm a freshman at the University of Alabama. So I was just recently going through this hard decision of trying to decide which school to go to, and it is not an easy one. I have some notes here because I want to stay on track, but I typed these up and this is just what I think is important when it goes into choosing which college to go to. Mainly once you get past the whole idea of like the scholarships, because like that's stuff that you've probably already considered, and these are just other things that you might not have considered to help you try to decide. This is not trying to get you to go to Alabama, but a lot of my references are going to be examples that I've experienced from here just because this is where my experience are. First thing is location. It seems obvious, but I know a lot of people when they graduate high school and they're getting to go to that college stage, they're like, I want to get as far away from my house as possible. I mean, I heard a lot of my classmates saying stuff like that, and that might be the case. Like, you might genuinely want to go as far away as possible, but just some things to think about is things like long weekends, like Labor Day. If you want to just pop home real quick, if you're super far away, it's really hard to do those type of things. Or especially if you have younger siblings and you want to still be a part of like their sports activities or just little things they might have going on. Consider that distance and see if you like really want to be that far away from them and not be able to go to as many of those things. Also to see like friends and go to high school games in your local fair. Those are all things that I've already done while I've been here. The second thing is the environment. So not only are you thinking about the campus itself, you need to think about the city. Like, what is nearby? What could be possible road trips if you want to go on road trips? For me, Nashville's like 3 hours north, so that's pretty cool to me. It might not matter to you, but these are just ideas. So for example, my three choices, or the top most popular schools in Alabama, I would say are Auburn, Alabama, and Troy University. Well, Troy is like a nice campus, but the town is not really, like there's nothing happening really. So that kind of drew me away from Troy in a sense. Alabama is kind of a small town but has a bigger city type of feel. I love that, or I guess I should say Tuscaloosa. Auburn is very much a college town. So those are just things to consider, like what kind of town do you want to live in? Because like this is your home now. Third is campus. Definitely do campus tours if you can. Walk around the campus, see how you feel. You want to feel comfortable to a certain extent, but it's okay to not feel comfortable. Because of course, coming from high school with 1,200 people to a university with about 40,000, I'm not gonna just be like, oh yeah, this feels completely natural, because it's not something you've experienced before. Nobody has. If you're new to this, I want you to know that it's okay to feel a little uncomfortable, because like you'll grow to feel more comfortable. I mean, it's a new place, it's big, but think about what you want, not anybody else, but what do you want in your college campus? Do you want it to be a big campus, a small campus? And also like think about the distance that you want to walk to classes. You can basically get anywhere on campus pretty quickly because there's a really great bus system at UA, but at the same time, like some of my classes take 20 minutes to walk to. That doesn't really bother me, but you might want to be like, I want to be able to walk everywhere in 10 minutes. The next thing is resources. This may not seem important, but what is offered at the places you're looking at is a big deal. How responsive are they to your needs and your questions? UA has so many on-campus resources like the counseling center. The dean of the student's office is fantastic. Everyone was just so responsive to all my questions that I had before I got here and while I've been here. So those are things that I really was like, I like that. Like I like how responsive they are to my needs. Like I felt very wanted. And the next thing is clubs and activities. Does that college have what you want to be involved in? Colleges, like there's so many options to be involved in. Like, do you want to be in a service organization, a sports club? Do you want to play sports, gaming clubs, recreation centers to work out in or do classes, nature trails, their Greek life, churches on campus? Like, what are you looking for? And get involved, because school is important, like your education and your classes are important, but if you're not doing things to get involved and meet people and have experiences, you're losing a lot of that college opportunity. And that is partly why you're here, is to have those opportunities and places to get plugged in. Plus it's a resume builder, which can never hurt. And you know, even if they don't have exactly what you're looking for, most schools have an option to where if you gather so many people and find yourself a teacher that will like sponsor your group, you can make a new club. So look into that too if they don't have what you're looking for. Next is, do you feel welcome? This isn't something that I thought about until I went on these tours and I noticed differences between two schools' attitudes. So I was really tied between Auburn and Alabama, which, if you don't know, those are like very big rival schools in Alabama. And growing up, like, my dad graduated from Auburn, brother graduated from Auburn, mom graduated from Alabama, sister was like the one that was gonna even everything out and go to Troy. But then when it came time for me, I was like always that one that wanted to please everyone. So I was like, roll Eagle War Tide. And some people are like, oh my gosh, Emery, you just sinned by saying that. And I mean, it's just funny. But I was tied between Auburn and Alabama because for the longest time I thought I was gonna go to Auburn because I was more comfortable there, because that's where my brother went and we visited there a lot. But when it came down to it, I noticed that Alabama over the other schools seemed like they actually wanted me. Despite the high numbers in attendance, it was like, you are wanted here. Like, you were gonna make a difference here. And with going to such a big school, that is such a great feeling. Although the other school was great, it was like the outreach and the welcome that really sold me on going to Alabama. Plus the scholarships didn't hurt either, they were better here. But really that welcome was like what I was like, yeah, this feels like it could be a home to me. Next is make a pros and cons list. You've probably already done this, but if you haven't, do it. Make what you like for the university, what you don't, and do it for all of them and compare them. It might help you if you see something visual. I know that I'm a very visual person, so I like to write things down. I like lists, and I like to see and compare right in front of my eyes. It can help you organize which schools that you like better and which schools that you don't so much. So there are so many factors that you have to consider when you think about a school, but I really encourage you not to let that overwhelm you. And I just have some advice as far as that goes. One is seriously pray about where God wants you, where you can best serve the Lord. And where His will is for you is where you can best serve Him at. But also, wherever you go, you have the opportunity to serve the Lord. You have the opportunity to reach out to people because you're going to be around a lot of people that are from completely different backgrounds than you. And this is such an amazing opportunity to share His gospel. The second thing is that you have the ability to make any school that you go to home. A big thing when I was thinking about it, it was like, okay, and you know, this might be different for you, but since I liked Auburn and Alabama, I was like, no matter what I choose, I can learn to like it. Not like a forcefully like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But for me, those were two schools I literally could not decide between for the longest time. And I was like, I can make either one of these schools my home. Like, I can feel comfortable at either one of these schools. You can make your university smaller by what you're involved in. And that's what my dad always told me, is that it will seem smaller eventually, but it's up to you to do that. So by what you're involved in and by the outreach that you have to getting to know different people, the university is not going to just seem like a 40,000 person school. You're going to have your little groups. And also, like, don't be like super exclusive. Like, be open to meeting new people and getting to know people who aren't like you, because that is how you learn and how you grow. I'm telling you guys, college is incredible. It's a great opportunity. It's just amazing. The third one, remember that if you get there and like after a semester you truly know that this is not where you're supposed to be, it is not the end of the world. You can transfer. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Also, side note, if you get to a school and one, you don't even either have a major, or two, you have one and you're like, I really don't know if I want to really do this my whole life, it's okay. You have time. You can change it. There's a lot of pressure to decide exactly what you want to do your whole life by the time you're like 10, it seems like. But that's not realistic, and it's okay to change. Like, that's normal. If you are deciding where to go to school now, or will be in the future, or want to change, I am so excited for you, because this is the adventure of a lifetime. I truly hope this video helped you and gave you some pointers on how to like narrow down where you want to go. Just think outside the box, because remember that this is going to be your home, and it might be your home for 4+ years, and that's incredible to make a new place your home. It's really a fantastic experience. But again, I hope this video helped. Please like and subscribe and tune into all my other videos, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!